Hey everybody, today I have a lesson on dividing monomials, and the objective is to simplify monomials using the quotient rule. We have two steps when we divide monomials. Step number one, we divide the coefficients, the numbers in front of the variables, and then step number two, we use the quotient rule to simplify the exponents. And what is the quotient rule? The quotient rule states that if I have x to the power a divided by x to the power b is equal to x to the power a minus b. So I gotta do the difference of the exponents. So let's look at some examples. Example number 1. We use the quotient rule to simplify the following monomials. I have x to the fifth power divided by x to the third power. So since the coefficients are 1 and 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1, I don't have to put anything, just the variables, and it's x to the power 5 minus 3, which is x to the second power. All right, for number 2, I have similar, coefficients are 1 and 1, so I don't have to worry about step number 1. But I have the variables k to the 8th power divided by k to the third power. So I'm going to do the difference, 8 minus 3, which is 5. So k to the 5th power is the answer. For number 3, I have m to the third power divided by m to the third power. So this is equal to m to the 3 minus 3, which is m to the 0 power. Now anything raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Number 4, let's look at number 4. I have two variables on top, two variables on the bottom. I have a to the 6th power, b to the 4th power, all divided by a to the 2nd power, b to the 3rd power. So I have to look at the variables separate, So I have a to the 6 minus 2 and b to the 4 minus 3. So in this case, a to the 6 minus 2 is 4, and b to the power 4 minus 3 is 1. So we don't have to put it. Remember, exponents 1, we don't have to put it. Number 5. Now I have coefficients in front. I have a 6 and a 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then I have one variable, x to the 4th minus 3. So that would be x to the first power. So just x. So 3x is the answer. Number 6. Let's look at number 6. 14 divided by 7, that is 2. And I have x to the 2 minus 1, y to the 2 minus 1. I have like invisibles ones there. So this is going to be 2xy. Now number 7 and 8, you should try it by yourself as practice. And we're going to look at number 9. Number 9, we have 4n to the 5th power divided by 8n. So 4 divided by n, it's going to be a fraction, So the greatest common factor for them is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 1 over 2. N to the 5th power and n to the first power. So 5 minus 1. So that is 1/2 n to the 4th power. Or we can also write it n to the 4th power over 2. Either way is correct. The last problem, number 10, we have 36 divided by 54. So 36 and 54 have the greatest common factor 18. 36 divided by 18 is 2. 54 divided by 18 is 3. And I have x to the 9 minus 3, y to the 5 minus 2. So this is equal to 2/3 x to the 6th power, y to the 3rd power. All right, we stop here, and tomorrow we're going to look at putting it all together, how we can simplify monomials when we have addition, subtraction, the product rule, the power rule, and the quotient rule, all of them combined.